I'm black.
I'm the beast.
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 And I'm up like a motherfucker.
No, I can't see.
I don't know what.
You know I can't see. You gotta tell me.
I'm ready. Okay, we're back.
What up?
Back.
What's going on? She know I can't see nothing back there. I'm blind to motherfucker. Man, what's popping, man? What's going on? It's been a long time. I feel like I ain't been here forever.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the beast.
I'm black.
Man, it's been
And
a long
we're
time.
together, Black and the Beast.
Yeah. Where you been?
I've been here. Mhm.
You been here?
Yeah. We
Been
just took
around
a
the
break.
world and all, yeah.
We just took a break.
All right, so let's recap why we took a break. Well, first of all, she had a birthday.
He had a birthday.
I had a birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we turned up.
Mm-hmm.
How I feel being what is it, 45?
Mm-hmm.
How I feel?
The same as I did when I was 27. How about you?
Man.
You feel older?
Yeah.
I
I do feel older. Absolutely.
Your body.
Man, what? Step out of that bed and it's different. It's different now. Yeah. And now I feel myself saying my age more now.
I don't think I will ever do that.
See, that's a woman thing. So I ain't doing it. Yeah,
It ain't a woman thing. I just don't age. Don't I look it?
Yeah, you look young, but I age. I don't look old, but I age.
Unless you know my age, you'll never know.
This old body of mine say, hey, slow down, youngster.
No, that's good though. It's cute in a way, you know?
No.
Aging is cute in a way.
I got gray hairs in my beard, thanks to
You
you.
almost freaked out with that.
Man, say, I'm not feeling that at all.
You either gonna accept it or you're not.
Look.
How y'all doing?
Where y'all been? You know, we just checking back in, just talking about the little time lapse. We've been gone for what, about a month?
Yeah, we did a few things though while we was out. We went to tonight's conversation.
Yeah, we
You
did that.
enjoyed that?
I did not.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that today. Oh, you know I'm gonna talk about that today.
You like it?
Shout out to tonight's conversation, man. You know, Ace Metaphor, Trip. You know what I'm saying? Keita Rose. Shout out to all of them, man. They put on a good performance. But
You play so much.
my city. Oh, my city.
They ain't had nothing to do with them because I got.
That ain't got nothing to do with tonight's conversation. They ain't got nothing. Y'all did again. Tonight's conversation, Ace Metaphor. Y'all did y'all thing. Take nothing away from that.
Okay.
But my city, we got to do better.
How
We
did you
gotta
feel
do
about
better.
the room?
The room was terrible. If I had to grade the room was a 50, and that's the lowest grade I can give you.
Mm-hmm.
I did not like. Well, first of all, let me get on my fellas. Fellas, we got to do better with that type of stuff, especially if you're in a relationship, because those type of events are not geared towards the men. We know that. But it's good information. For my single fellas, if you were single, you should have been in the house. Well, maybe you should. But either way it go, it was 90% single ladies there. All right. So if you was a single man, you should have been there. For my guys that's in relationships, if your girl was there and you wasn't, you should have been there. But go ahead.
Better yet than that, I feel like if you guys are trying to figure out a solution for the relationship dynamic, there should be a place for a collective,
Absolutely,
you know, female and male dynamic where you guys can discuss, hear sides, and you know.
It probably didn't have to be that, but it would have been a good date night. It would have been a cool date night.
My conversation when I left that was different. We didn't feel like we was on a date. We didn't feel like we was on a date.
It was a good date night. It could have been a good date night, even though y'all are different. So y'all dynamic is different.
I hate that.
Your dynamic is different because you all are actually having mature conversations about the situation. But for a normal date night, it would have been an okay date night to have. It would have been okay.
It was still a date night. It just wasn't romantic.
Of course, it's not going. Every date night is not going to be romantic.
But
We all
I
know
was saying
that.
we still had a nice outing.
Yeah, you was with family. You know, we had a good time.
But I do think those environments and those conversations are necessary
Mhm.
for either single or coupled individuals.
Absolutely.
But what we seen in that room was all single ladies or
Yes.
women in situationships.
Single ladies geared towards single thoughts too. Like
They were
it sound
only
like they were looking
they were
forward
only.
or would do well in a relationship with the question.
I could see why they were single. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I wasn't gonna say, but you
Let's
said it.
talk about the appearance. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The
I
appearance,
lost my soul.
Me too.
I think I left a piece of my soul.
And I love women. You know, I love women. I think I give you a pass. You see what I'm saying? Because I love women so much. Not in that room.
Man.
I ain't even try. It for me.
It was that bad.
It was that bad, D. I don't even want to do it because I ain't want this to be.
First of
I ain't
all,
wanna do
me,
it like this, but let
me and
tell
my
you-
family, we was VIP.
Let me
So
tell
we
you,
seen everything.
if I had to get my shit together for anybody in that room, I still fuck them.
You got a good point. You got a great point.
It's nothing visually in that room would have made me want to get my shit together.
Nothing.
You might be a good girl.
Keita Rose, maybe. That's about it.
Yeah, she
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
You may be a good girl,
She said, "Yeah."
a smart lady. You may be a good mother.
No, Randy she cute. I
But
gotta give her that.
God
She's
damn
very,
it.
very nice looking lady.
If that's what you thought you wanted to meet your boyfriend in, your man, your husband, you thought that's what you wanted. That's what you wanted him to see you in. For real, for real. Like that's what you wanted to be wooed wearing. Those fucking sandals.
The sandals.
It's no way
It
you
was
thought
all
this
the
is
plastic
what
wear
my
for me.
husband is gonna be attracted to. This is what my husband is looking for tonight. You didn't think that, man. Half the shit were iron, was back of the closet shit.
Nobody dressed for their body types.
Nobody
no more.
dressed
for
Not
their
the
body type.
but
And,
love-
I love the ideal of confidence. You get, even if you have it or not, if you can fake it, whatever. I love the ideal of confidence. But bitch, you ain't have to do it like that.
I love my thick
You
ladies,
ain't have
but
to
y'all,
do it like
they didn't-
that.
they
it
didn't
wasn't
show up.
even the thick one.
Yeah, it was
It wasn't even just a
like-
thick
The
one.
little lit ladies, you know,
I'm
Looking
not
like
gonna say
little
nobody.
fucking matches. Looking like matches.
but
out there.
naked.
So we were
Naked match.
the way the place was set up. So we were VIP. So we literally on the front row. So this is the stage and this is us. That's how close we were. But also on the side, Ace had his side, Keita had her side. So you could see for their merch. So you could see all the people come up, you know, and they buying the cars, you know what I'm saying? I think Ace sold out, things of that sort. But it was just, we got a front row seat to the mess. We got a front row seat to the appearance of my Dallas ladies, and everybody there wasn't from Dallas.
Mm-mm.
But man, the percentage of like what they wore, I thought we was going to some porn club or something. Like I didn't know what that was.
No, I
Because-
wouldn't. No, hell no.
I don't know what that was. That was a mess.
I wouldn't even go to that club.
That was a mess. That was a
It was
mess.
bad.
That was
Like,
a mess.
and I don't think I've seen. You know, I ain't been to a lot of events. I'm going a whole bunch.
either.
You
I
know,
don't go out like that.
and when I do go out to events, you have to probably put some clothes on for it, you know, or you have to look away for it. I didn't expect that. I thoroughly didn't. I was like, damn. Well, I started thinking like, maybe they were just.
And you know, I ain't been out in a long time, so I was definitely thinking. So this is how we go out now.
See, you had already thought there wasn't going to be a lot of men there,
Yeah, I knew that.
but I
knew that.
hadn't thought. I didn't have that thought until he mentioned it when we got there.
That's because I've done an
So-
event like that before.
Okay, well, maybe they have. Maybe they have been to events like that before and they knew it wasn't going to be men there because they couldn't have thought they were going to pick up a man there.
No, absolutely not.
Nah.
They couldn't have.
Not looking that way.
They're not.
And-
Couldn't have.
It made me think like, man, the dating pool is more than the miscommunication that we constantly talk about,
And it's more the niggas ain't shit either.
or the
It's-
niggas ain't shit, or the
it is
dynamic.
way more
It's
than
like, dang, this is what we working
It's
with.
like, look at your representative that you sent to the table.
This
you
is
think
what
I would treat you like something? The way you presented yourself?
from appearance and
No.
intellect and the mentalities out here. Like it's like, dang.
Oh, the questions. Oh my God. I was ready to go. If y'all would have got up and walked, I'd have been right behind y'all. Because when they start asking questions, you got people asking questions about, I'm with a dude, but he ain't this, he ain't this, he ain't this, but his dick is this, but I like him, but it was, oh my God, it was ridiculous. Like, you're asking questions that you already had the answers to.
Yeah.
You was
Yeah,
asking questions
but
that you already had the answers
I
to.
don't
You
even
see what I'm
think.
saying?
Yeah, I don't even think people ask questions they don't gear, to what they want for you to tell them what you want, what they want.
It's like you wanted advice for something that you knew was fucked up. Like you knew it was messed up. You knew the situation was messed up. You knew whatever.
But
You know what I mean?
it shouldn't even have to be like this, though, Papa. Seriously, if you want a relationship, it should be, I want a relationship, I want this type of relationship, and you set forth to find that. It's easy to communicate, and once you get that idea, that's what I want. Now, how do I look for this lady? And you can look that way for that lady. You can act that way for that lady. What do I need to have? What's my package, for this type of person? And you put that together. That just seems simple to me. That just seems so simple. Like, I want this type of person. And what it takes to have this type of person is this, that, and the third. So this is my new life, not new day. I ain't gonna dress up just today to get you. This is my new life. She likes when I look like this, carry myself like this. I'm put together like this.
Settle?
No, you don't gotta settle.
No,
You
I'm
just
saying
gotta-
that's what they're doing. So they're settling. So the reason why I didn't put this piece together, right? I've said all the things that I want. the things that are deal breakers for me and everything.
Okay.
Then this nice person comes along, sweeps me off my feet, but he doesn't have or she doesn't have all of these qualities that I asked for.
See,
So now it's like, oh,
then we don't
okay,
go no further.
exactly. But
Why
what's
we
happening?
can't-
They're accepting
why
that.
can't, well, look, we finna go into an arrangement. We finna go into a business agree. We finna agree to be together. I don't care what kind of name and title you want to put on it, but
Right.
this is what it is. This is what I'm looking for. And boom, just like if you were going out, I know, hell no, people find a job doing anything. You got some money.
Yeah.
But you know, damn, you set out to find anything you want. You know, like shit, your car. You not no, they'll buy any goddamn car. I don't know, but when you want some shit, what's the requirements to have it? How do you got to be to have it? And let's do it.
So that's a
That
good
should
question.
just be super simple. I like you, man. This is what I got to bring to the table. You're cool with it. What's your deal breakers? What's your
Right.
boundaries? And you hear, can I do that? Can you do that? And maybe we can check in a year to see if we
Still
been
wanna
doing
do
that.
that.
But
Right,
you
right,
think
right.
we can do that? You think you got it? Cool. And now we go. That's too fucking simple. Why is it? Why are we not? Why that's not on the table
Because you accept
as
the
an
simple shit.
option for relationships? Just put it on the table.
If I've been looking
Let's
for this
switch
one thing,
cards.
if I've been looking for this one thing, right, and it's been 2-3 years, these are my tone setting things, these are my boundaries, this is all that. But 2-3 years later, as time progresses, now my boundaries and my things, they start to get shorter and shorter because now at this point, I just want companionship. So what you do is you end up choosing just companionship over your real things that you actually wanted out of companion. So now it's just like damn near by the time 2 or 3 years pass by, it's just like, all right, shit, I'm just ready to date. Because now I done been single for this long, and I really, at the end of the day, I just want companionship. I want somebody here with me. So do you just settle for anything? You understand what I'm saying?
That's what I was just saying. How well is that going?
It's not going well, obviously.
How well is
'Cause
that
shit.
going, man? That I feel like it can be super simple. I like you. I want to love you. That's what I got to offer. I like what you got to offer. You know, we might have some disagreements, but we cool with this. And that should just be it. And then when it's not cool, like, look, we're growing apart. I don't like your angle. I don't like the way you talk to me. You're free to go.
Yeah.
We should just experience a little time together. Not we, because fuck y'all. Yeah.
Don't put no
Do what
titles
you
on
wanna
it
do.
then. Fuck the titles. Just throw titles out the window. Stop putting titles on shit. Here's the issue. The biggest issue I feel like we have, especially in our community. Titles change people. Titles change people. The minute you put a title on me, I'll give you a perfect example. I got a job, right?
Mhm.
I'm just a regular employee. I'm just a regular person. All right. I just got there. I'm just working at a call center and I'm just a call center employee, right? A year later, I get front end supervisor. My whole disposition had changed. Because guess what? Now I'm the front end supervisor. So now I'm walking with my nose up, you know what I'm saying, telling motherfuckers what to do, blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop, because I'm the front end supervisor. Okay, a year later, now I ain't the front end supervisor no more. I done got another promotion to now I'm over the whole call center. Now my attitude is really different. And now I'm treating people really different because now what? I'm over this call center. Same thing in a relationship. It's the title. Throw the title shit out of there.
Because titles have descriptions.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And in this relationship dynamic, we're trying to find out what's a healthy balance in communication and coexistence.
What y'all think? Y'all let me know. Do titles really matter? That's a good ass topic. Does titles really matter in a relationship? Y'all talk to me. Story, what you think? Outside of marriage, let's throw marriage out the window because we know that title matters.
Yes.
But relationally, just when you're dating and things of that sort, does titles matter?
Yes.
Why?
Because you just put a title on it by saying we're dating. It just brings that openness and it makes things more clear. You know, one person can be all in and the other person can be like, oh, I'm just here and present when I'm with you. And the other times I'm present with other women. It leaves room for miscommunication.
Can you have an understanding without having a title?
Understanding is a title. When you say what we have and you define what you have, whatever word you put in that play, it's a title.
Okay.
It's the representation of what we're doing as a collective unit. So I don't care what the title is. It can be beyond what the standards are, like dating, marriage, engaged, and all that. It could be my partner, when we're together is this, is my friend, whatever the fuck, and that's, as long as it's comfortable for you all, then that's fine. I think it's not necessary to judge somebody's title and what they framework that as, because just because a person is engaged to someone does not mean they are exclusive.
Exclusive, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I would say there's not one expectation of that title.
I just think at the end of the day, long as we got an understanding, a clear understanding of what it is,
Your own description.
my own description of our relationship.
Mhm.
I just in my experience, man, I'm talking about me personally. In my past experiences, the minute I put a title on something, shit got weird.
Okay.
That's just my experience from the partner, from my woman who at that time, shit got weird. Outside of my marriage, every woman that I gave a title, shit got weird. They felt like they were obligated. They felt like ownership. They felt like now you need to do this way, or now you need to do this that way.
Their description of that title.
Right. So it put me in a spot to where exactly.
Yes.
It put me in an uncomfortable spot. I thought I was able to still be myself, still be Dion, still be funny, laughing, having a good time, whatever, without saying, "Oh, you can't do that. You're being disrespectful. Oh, you can't do this. It's this. Oh, you can't do this. It's that." You see what I'm saying? Without your feelings getting involved in the way that I'm moving. Because when I was single and I was just dating you, it was all good in the hood. You feel what I'm saying?
I would say with that, descriptions are more important than titles.
Yes. Because when you look
That's
at
a
it,
word right there.
yeah. Because you also have to remember what you're looking at is if we take the call center. I came in, I was a customer service agent. I had no responsibilities other than answering the phone, helping the customer, and getting off the phone. That's it. If I become a lead, you've added responsibility to me. So maybe I can't kick it with my next door neighbor because now people are actually watching me. Oh, I need to produce. But the description has changed. Now I'm responsible for not only taking calls, but maybe I take escalated calls. Maybe I do this. Then I move up again. Now I'm an ops manager. I'm over everybody. All right, cool. I can't do what I did as a lead, and I can't do what I did as an agent either. Yet I'm responsible for all of those things previous to. So her mentality changes. But what the issue, like you said, is coming in is that description. You don't understand the description. Cool. If this is how we was when we were just talking and dating, was dating around, I want you to be my girlfriend. However, these are the responsibilities that I'm placing on you. Because let's be honest, it comes with more responsibility. But also, these are the things about me that is always going to be consistent. So
but I don't want to, as a man, I don't want to feel like I have to change who I am as an individual just because I'm not supposed to, but that's what happens. I don't know if a woman knowingly or unknowingly does it. That's neither here or there for me. But I do feel like the minute it goes from we kicking it to you, my girl, it's almost like you created some rules and boundaries in your head immediately. And you didn't tell me.
She self-imposed.
You understand what I'm saying? You didn't tell me that it was some, hey, now you can't do this. You didn't tell me, oh, now you can't be coming in the house at 10.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like you didn't sit there and like, so the minute you crossed over to be my girl, you just created some rules and shit. You didn't have to let me know about it.
She self-imposed her own expectations of herself onto you. When y'all was kicking it, she was probably doing some shit that you had no idea she was doing.
Probably was.
When she became your girlfriend, all of those things in her mind had to stop. Therefore, you had to stop those too. That's all that shit is.
And that's what I'm saying. So we got to get clear understandings. That's what I'm saying. Does titles really matter? I've learned, and this is my experience as well. The ones that I didn't put titles on, they end up actually being good relationships. We almost we just fell into a relationship. We didn't even talk about it. It was just like, oh shit, it's been a year. You know what I mean? Versus the minute I tell them, hey, I want to give you this. And it's like, you didn't sit down and say, if you would have sat down with me and said, okay, Dion, if you want me to be your girl, here's my things. If you would have said that, I could respect that, because then in that moment, I could say, nah, then I'm good. Then fuck it. We could just keep kicking it. You know what I mean? But don't put those expectations on me without me knowing. It's just like all of a sudden, almost like she like, okay, well, you said I was your girl, so you knew this was coming type shit. No man knows that this is the way you want it to be because now I'm your boyfriend. We don't know that. That's something that makes communication. We got to get that communication
You have
shit
to
rolling.
communicate what the desires are.
Right, because I'm talking about it's the same way sexually or any way else. It's like, hey, when we was kicking it, shit, we do it in the car, we do it here, we do it here, we doing it everywhere. Now all of a sudden we ain't kicking it. You know, now you my girl. It's like now you want conservative sex. Where they come up with? Now it's just got to be in the bed only. Well, so when did we sit down and talk about how we was gonna do this? You just became my girl and then the rule changed, or you just became my wife or then the rule changed. No.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Does titles really matter?
I don't know. I guess it depends on the people.
Depends on the
Because,
depends
man,
on the
so
people.
many
Is it the
different
title
types.
or the level of expectation?
Expectation.
That's
their
what it sounds
It could be
description,
both.
It sounds like it's
If
more
they-
of a problem with the level of expectation.
But no, but
than
it
the
could be
title
both
on it.
because the minute
Yeah.
it just, and this is coming from my experiences in the past. The minute the title changed, they changed. So was it the title that made them change, or was it the expectation?
That's what
I
I'm
didn't put
saying.
any
They-
expectations on you,
No,
though.
they expected more.
But I didn't do it.
No,
You put that on yourself.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't sound like the title. The title came with the expectation. Okay, this is my boyfriend, so these are the things that I expect of a boyfriend, not from a nigga I'm kicking it with.
I mean, though, let's be honest. Though that is necessary. It's some validity in that behavior should change as titles change, because the descriptions change. Because the description is what tells you what to do, what to behave. Like if we're just talking, why would I expect that we're exclusive? So you are free to talk to other people.
Mhm.
But at the point that you ask to exclusively date me, you no longer can talk to other people. So why act surprised when I don't want you talking to other people? Like 2 + 2 is 4. So it is some validity in that. I think what happens is just that it's too much focus on the title at the point that this person is disagreeing with your behavior. Because maybe to her, that's not what a boyfriend does.
Mhm.
Is come in at, you said 10. I think that's
Yeah, we're just using the example.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 10 was like, oh my God.
Yeah, we're just
It's
using that.
10
for-
o'clock.
Right.
Then,
From work.
yeah.
But anyway.
From work, and y'all close at 9 and you still got clothes, bitch. You got to go to
Right.
drive and shit. But we ain't going to go into specifics.
But that's real shit, though.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm going to pull up at 10.
Right.
So if that was just a oh my God thing, then for her, that's more of the behavior that's an issue and not
Right.
the title. at the
I've
end.
learned that in my experience. I'll keep saying my experiences because I can't really talk about anybody else's.
Mhm,
Women pay attention to patterns. Okay.
mhm.
So if I got off at 9 for 6 months when we were dating, now we're in a relationship. Now I'm getting home at 9:30, 9:45. Now you calling me at 9:15. Where you at?
Mhm.
It's because you got used to a pattern, but you didn't know that the seasons changed. Now it's summertime. Now kids out of school. Now I'm getting more clients. Now this, now that. You didn't pay attention to the seasons. You only paid attention to the time
Mhm.
You was coming home.
that I was coming home.
So
Not how the business increased, not how work increased, none of that. You just paid attention to the time. He walked in the door at 9 o'clock. Now he's walking in the door at 9:45.
Mhm,
You calling me though at 9:15.
mhm.
Knowing that I'm still at the gym. You see what I'm saying? It's just the patterns that you don't give enough room for grace. Like, okay, am I just gonna focus on the fact that hey, they just left they used to come home at 9 o'clock, and I'm not gonna focus on the fact that the business increased? I'm just using all these as an example. It's just
And they aware that the business increased?
See what
I would think, but Yeah,
So we're
I know.
assuming
See-
that we think they
Right,
are
right.
aware. Okay,
Right,
so
right,
then
right,
that's assumptions on 2 parts. That's a problem.
yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm married to a barber, and I know in the summertime she has later time than the winter because whatever the fuck.
But let's
she
just say
knows.
hypothetically that hey, business picks up and the winter increases. Do you give grace for that?
I asked. I'm
Understood.
like, you getting off like really late on a Tuesday at 8?
Mhm.
She be like, yeah, cause I don't
Blah,
know,
blah, blah,
people been
whoop-de-whoop.
booking. I'm booked out
Right.
2 months, 3 months
Absolutely,
in advance all
absolutely.
of a sudden and all this shit. But it's the holiday time, and then she started talking about how it gets busy around the holidays and people just trying to get in where they fit in at this point
Right,
because you
right, right.
already booked this. She goes into explaining.
Mhm.
And I'm like, hell yeah, that's right on. That
Mhm.
makes sense. But she
What if it
doesn't-
didn't?
What if it didn't?
What if
make
it didn't
sense?
make sense to you though? What if it was legit,
Mhm.
but it didn't make sense to you?
We have went through that too, and I had to understand that as an entrepreneur, if you don't have the clientele, you need to wait for you to build that clientele. So she was at this point waiting for walk-ins, getting whoever couldn't get to their people. This person gets off at 7:00, but your last appointment was at 3. It doesn't make sense to go home.
Mhm.
Try to get arrangements and things like
Mhm.
that. So you're trying to build that 3 to 7 gap.
That's
now.
giving grace, though.
That's giving.
That's
I
giving grace.
understood at that point, but
Mhm.
at first it was like, you're already off. Like, let me just come get you. And she's like, no, I need to do this.
Mhm.
Versus we have always been at a point where she has a clientele. Moving to a new city, she didn't have that.
Mhm.
So that was the difference for me. It was new. But
Right.
she gave grace with me not knowing. And at the point she told me, it was like, okay, do your
So
shit.
two parties have to give grace.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. I think sometimes you get used to a certain way
Mm-hmm.
and you don't understand change when change happens.
So you couldn't just, for me, in that experience that
Mhm.
you're explaining, with the time change, you couldn't just trust that I'm gonna come home at a certain time. You have to trust me,
Absolutely.
right? So you calling at 9:15 to ask me, hey, where I'm at.
Well, I'm just
Yeah,
not.
you should be.
Just,
You
should.
may be concerned. You normally here at 9, so I got you. You ain't here. So I'm at the gym. Cool, and that's it. But it's okay. You at the gym for what? Doing what? But don't I work here?
Thanks.
It wouldn't be. You don't trust me. You don't give a fuck the time. It could be any time.
I've been in a relationship like it's
'cause
like
if
it's
even-
like that.
If you just trusted me in the fact that I was at my place of business, you wouldn't be worried about, okay, and then for what? So that would make me have that conversation like, I don't really care about the work or the time situation. What is it that's making you not trust me? Because you don't trust me.
Yeah. Facts. And it's the business.
Mhm.
It's just the business. Barbara, trainer. Just the business.
And that's just the persona that comes with those
With those
those
entrepreneurs.
professionals.
Yeah,
But
professionals.
that description changes too based on
Absolutely.
people. And
Absolutely.
you got to be willing to communicate your stance and who you are, because I'm not going to let anything mess with my baby. So if I have to explain my work schedule, if I have to explain this new marketing thing I'm going to do, that's what we're about to do,
Mhm.
because we're a unit. I shouldn't want my business to make you uncomfortable,
It shouldn't make you
or
But you
for
should
any
know that,
reason.
But you should know that business. If you're gonna be in a relationship with that person, you should know that business through and through, just like they do.
Just like, right, because that's
You know
what
what I'm
we
saying?
are about to do. If I need something printed, if I need
I might not know how to do it, but I bet y'all know how to run one.
Some research. I'm baby. Can you? I'm working all day. I'm
Right.
doing things. I'm baby. And we got a part in this, and we gonna do it. So if it's something you don't understand, I want to tell you. A lot of the parts of the business that she helped me with, I don't care to even know, because I know she feeling. So
Absolutely.
you ain't even got to explain to me what you just had to tell the people. 'Cause
Right.
I just glad you did it. Thank you. And then I'm back to work. And that's just
But that
that.
communication keeps it fluid, so
Yeah.
it makes it where neither party have to worry.
And
on
it
the other
gives.
end, yeah.
It would be nice if you
Compromise.
didn't have to communicate, though. I know that might sound weird to y'all, but it would be nice if you didn't have to communicate and the trust was just there. You understand what I'm saying? But unfortunately, human error is just not going to allow you to do that. Example, it would be nice that I didn't get a phone call at 9:15, which is using this as an example. But I didn't get a call at 9:15 and I showed up at 9:40 and you was just happy to see me at home and you just knew that, hey, you knew I was at work. You understand what I'm saying? Versus getting that call every day because I did not get home at 9:00 because I was getting home at 9:00 6 months prior to.
But I mean,
Lakeisha said, but shouldn't communication come in if there will be any changes?
Yeah. I'm working
Entrepreneurship
late tonight.
example.
That's it.
And-
Maybe I gotta late crying.
Dion
Yeah.
doesn't want to communicate
No. It's
with
not.
that piece, just that piece of saying if I get home at 9:40, then maybe my client ran late, and maybe I still had to be at the gym. Why I have to call and tell you at that point I'm staying late? Just trust that I'm still at work working.
Yes,
Is it
and
wrong?
I'm saying, where's the
Okay.
grace? Yes, I'm saying,
Okay.
where's the grace? And it's different. I'm not saying that I usually get off at 9 and now I'm coming home at 11. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I'm talking about I normally get home at 9 and I'm getting home at 9:45 now. And you know, without a doubt, a shadow of a doubt, that I am physically there. You see what I'm saying? Like, yes, changes do come. Absolutely. But at the same time, where's the grace? Where's the trust? You get off at 5 o'clock every day. You get home at 6:30. You work in Frisco, 45-minute drive, but you get off at 5 o'clock during rush hour. I got to give grace too.
What if she gets off?
I don't need you to pick up the phone and say, hey, babe, I'm running late.
No,
I'm
just
good
saying,
on
what
that.
if
You feel what I'm saying?
What
Like,
if she runs late but not explain, she get home 3 hours
I
after
mean,
the time.
3 hours is different.
I feel
But if it's
like
30 minutes.
I ain't tripping on 30. Me personally,
Yeah.
Dion ain't tripping
gonna
on
say
30
nothing.
minutes.
You're just gonna be like, oh, shit.
I'm good. Like, I'm not tripping on 30 minutes. That's grace to me. 3 hours is not grace. That's you doing
That's
something totally
excessive.
different. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm saying, where's the grace? We don't know what grace is. Grace is whatever it is for you and your relationship.
yes.
Grace for me is 30 minutes. I'm cool with that. 9:15 to 9 o'clock to 9:45. Okay. That's grace. I'm cool with that. Especially when I call you when I get in the car or whatever the case may be, and I'm talking to you all the way to the crib. Like, I'm okay with all that.
Yeah.
3 hours is different.
I think that's fine, Dion.
You feel what I'm saying? 3 hours totally different. And Keisha said communication. She's absolutely right. Communication, but where's the grace? I shouldn't have to communicate in a relationship every minute. I shouldn't have to account. That's fucking prison. I shouldn't have to account for every minute that I'm doing something that you don't know that I'm doing. That's ridiculous. That's not trust, in my opinion.
So that would be the conversation for me. If
Right.
You don't trust the time I'm coming home, and you don't trust me. Boom.
One or the other, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
And probably a little bit of both shit. If the person gonna be real
right.
with
And then you might not peep this. I got a long ball for you. You might not just trust the profession that I'm in.
Duh.
You understand what I'm
I
saying?
do not like, and
You're
I
like, and that's just straight up real. You feel what I'm saying?
And valid though, they should.
before my wife got her like own shop and barbershop, like when she was in the suite, I was like on edge. It's like because at a certain point in time, people clear out of these other suites and
Absolutely.
businesses,
Mhm.
and you hear 8 or 9 o'clock late
Vice
at night with the man. No,
Right.
no, I don't trust that. So,
Right.
but she gave me grace and like, well, you're off. Come up here when you're
If you want
free.
to, right.
And that was fine. So I would just sit, wait if she had a male client last. And once I got to know him, like,
So why you weren't
this
intimidated
bomb,
by the
this
female client?
Because I trust her. And I know she can beat a bitch ass.
Okay, so you talking about from the other
Yeah.
standpoint. Okay,
And
understood.
It's
Understood.
not
My
no
fault.
relationship.
My fault. I
Like,
got you. I
if
got
she cheat on fucking
I got you. I got
Reggie
you. I got
never
you.
like,
I got you.
was like, oh, she's staying late with a bitch. It's like,
Right,
no,
right,
she
right,
got
right.
off at 8, she got
I
off
got
at
you.
9.
Understood.
And if I still didn't have nothing to do, I would come up and chill too, just wait for her because I ain't seen you all day. And
Right.
especially at that point in time, we only had one off day, which was Sundays. So a lot of our time and bonding time was at the shop. And I got to know her clients, female and male. They asking what your wife doing. So it became family oriented. But that was just a trust up front, was that she's not fucking off with this person, that person. And
But
her
other barbers
clients
have
are
a different
attractive.
persona. They get fast money. They normally kind of fly, single mamas, and they,
Kids up
So
there,
barbers
yeah.
do have
Yeah.
a thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if she did have a few questions
Hey,
about
who asked that
who the
question?
fuck is such and such and why the
Nikisha Smith.
and especially with me having close relationships with I get close to all the kids. I love all of them. I got pictures on the walls of kids,
Right.
and I gotta tell you about them. I'm gonna tell you about them because I want you to know about my day and the people I meet, and especially coming in Texas, we didn't know nobody. So
Right.
everybody I meet, we meet,
Right.
So, but that's a difference between when I look around at different dynamics of people, because it's not just relationships. It's just so many different type of people, and everybody have their own perception and way about themselves. And you gotta build who you think you should be and what's good for you, what's good to you, and then find somebody that you like and that match it or that you want to build with in that way. What I'm looking at out here, I have no idea what's going on.
I don't know.
I have no
That's
idea
all
what's
it
going
is.
on with the dating dynamic. I don't know what's going on with people and self-doubt and discipline, lack of everything. Is like,
Yeah.
what we built, what we're trying to put together is way more than a bridge, and like we need to be goddamn.
It was a titles is a interesting dynamic. I think people they thrive for that. I think people
Because everybody is trying to
like,
find something.
yeah, I think people thrive off of titles. It's like knowing that I'm Joe Smith's girl is solidifying to that woman,
There
knowing
might be
that,
some type of
knowing,
status
yeah, it's flex. It's like,
maybe.
yeah, straight up. You see
But
what I'm
what
saying?
if that's her?
Why not be proud to be
What if
that
that's her
person's
thing?
mate? Like, not because of like
Yes.
who you are. It's
Yes.
just like not because you like Big Dude or the Beast. You know what I'm saying? It's because of who she just knows you as just personal.
And I don't think I'm gonna never have that.
Yeah,
Like,
that
I
wouldn't be
honestly-
your, that would be your
I-
type of shit.
No,
So you
I'm
think
saying,
it will always
I'm
be
saying,
the status that the woman like feels is most leads with.
they always trying to put me on the spot, but
You're the man.
It's your shit.
I do feel I ain't the most popularest man in the world or whatever the case may be, but I do feel that status is a big part of why some women were attracted to me. Not even the status. He's a strong, powerful man. He looks like that. He ain't just that, he looks like that. And to want to be on my arm, or the possibility of being on my arm, definitely you want that title. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that to say that I'm some great guy, something like that. I'm all right. But the reality of it is that I'll be a fool to not think that status wasn't a part of the reason why you wanted to be with me.
I don't have an issue with a person wanting to be with a person because of status. Truthfully, I don't.
I do.
Because everything is for status. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I want you to know me and be with me.
Caliber or person. It's still going to be you ultimately. What a status does may be her initial attraction.
That's gonna be the permanent attraction.
No,
It don't.
no, it doesn't.
No.
Because that shit that could
You're
have been
right.
attractive in the beginning can become unattractive
Great
later on.
characteristics.
Because
Right.
she doesn't know what persona you carry with that status.
Well,
you know?
actually, with power and stuff like that, they automatically think arrogance, and I'm far from that.
Right.
Like,
And at the point that women realize that you're far from that, even if what she thought was going to be arrogance, it doesn't stray her away at that point. So your status is what's going to get her attention. It is. If you want an alpha man and that's how you identify and present yourself as, that's a status. And why wouldn't she find that attractive and want to gravitate to that? But if she then finds out with that you are a bit of an asshole, she can find that unattractive and no longer wants to be with you. But most time think that that's something they can change. Let's just call it.
yeah, that's
sex.
called straight up.
So
They definitely think they can change.
you know what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem with a woman that look to date for status. I think men
do it,
should
absolutely.
date for
Men
status,
do it.
you know?
It ain't it.
So
Men do it for. Men date for the status and the trophy.
Mhm.
Point blank. Period. That's what they out here for. They want a woman that they can put on their arm and say, "Oh man, yeah, I got a bad," and they want her to be goddamn me a 6-figure woman.
mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that's just, it's stupid, because what are those same things that you feel like she gotta have? What are those the same things
What
that
do you
make,
gotta have?
and what do you gotta have? And what if that is the most unattractive thing about her?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
True.
Because that's what really happens, is that normally the thing, to me, in my experience, is the thing that attracted me to a woman or the things that I'm probably the most unattracted to once I get with the woman. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna leave them, I'm gonna stop talking to them, or anything of that sort, but it's probably the bottom of the totem pole at that point. Because now I found other qualities about that individual that, can supersede that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really tripping on it. But yeah, absolutely. Men are going for trophy and status.
Mm.
They want both. They want both. She can't have one or the other. She has to have both. So that's why you see them after, the IG models or whatever the case may be. Is even for a normal guy, it's like he's
I
after
ain't
the
seen
top
none of
of
them
the
make
normal
show.
girl. He wants the top of the top of the normal girl. He don't want this one over here that got a basic life and this, that, and the third, taking care of her business. She still working, still trying to figure it out. He don't want that. He wants somebody that already got it made. Already got all that shit figured out. It's the truth.
But he got it too. Have it all figured out. But you gotta get in the right pools, man. This shit crazy.
There's no pool. So the more I start, when we went to tonight's conversation, what I tripped out on is that the first question they asked was, does the pool got piss in it? And then Trip broke it down so eloquently. But the reality of it is, I don't think there's a pool.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, I don't put a gun to your head and say, hey, date this individual. Dating is a choice.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, we're not taking enough accountability to say, maybe I just fucking made bad choices on who I chose.
Yes.
No pool. There's no pool. There's a choice. You fucked up 5-6 times and made bad choices. You ain't the innocent one in this situation. In order to have a bad relationship, it has to be chose. That means you had to allow it. You chose a bad individual. The relationship went bad. Yes, it might have been his or her fault, but you made the choice to be in it. We're not taking enough accountability individually to say, I fucked up. I married the wrong man. I married the wrong woman. I dated this girl for 5 years and it was a waste of my time. Stop saying them. Stop saying her. Stop saying him. Take that shit. Eat that shit. Eat that humble pie. You feel what I'm saying? Eat that shit. Humble yourself to the reality of I made bad choices in men and women.
Yeah.
Take that. There's no pee. There's no pool. There's no none of that shit. There's just choices.
Bad.
And you made bad choices.
I will see that.
Fuck all that pool shit. That shit is stupid to me. That's some kiddie shit.
Mm-hmm.
And we ain't kids. We grown ass motherfucking people
Mm-hmm.
that are making bad relationship choices.
What?
That's it.
Yeah. That's it.
So does the pool have piss in it? No, the pool is clear. That bitch got nice chlorine in it. It's blue. That motherfucker got beautiful water. The wind is blowing. You got the beach seats on the outside of that motherfucker. You got the nice little net where you can play a little volleyball and all that good shit.
Basically, you saying the person is the piss in the pool.
Man, the choice was the piss in the pool.
You the piss in the pool.
The
So
person
you-
that chose to come pee at the pool.
Yeah.
And Randy said it in tonight's conversation. Say everybody that jump in that motherfucker is pissing in it, and then they step out. And then they want to blame the other individual. That was eloquent. She said that shit perfect. But the reality of it is fuck a pool. Now, what you did was you made a bad fucking choice, bad responsibility, bad situation, and now eat this humble pie.
So Nikisha said, but that's when you are in a relationship. They're talking about what's out there to choose from. So what do you call the men and women that's single to pick from?
Mm-hmm.
Are you picking or are you making a choice? I know they're the same, but they're different. Okay. See how I want to put this. Picking sounds like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. A choice sounds like a mature way of dating.
But that's what she used the word choice in the first part. She said they're talking about what's out there to choose from. So what are you calling, if you're not calling the people to, pick from in the world, piss in a pool, what are you calling them?
Okay. I see what she's saying. She's saying basically putting a title on the dating world.
Yeah,
basically, right?
But she's saying, if you get in a relationship with a person, that was your choice. You chose,
Absolutely.
But beforehand, what you have to choose from, what are we calling that?
That goes back to what Black is saying, because Black was saying something that was great, and I think it went over all our heads. She's saying, this is my requirements. These are my standards. These are all of this. This is what I want. Don't stray from this. Don't go pick up this, knowing you want this.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I hope
Now
this
you don't
helping
even
Keisha.
like honeydew.
I really, really hope this helping Keisha. This is what you want, Keisha. But you keep settling for this. Stop settling for this when you know you want this. You understand what I'm saying? It's like going to a restaurant.
Your requirements and
Yes.
your what you want is what you want. What you have is what you have.
Yeah.
Put that in what you said, the nigga pie,
Ooh.
the pecan pie.
It's so simple.
So
It's-
should this.
I would say
That's what I have to offer.
you can't put a title on it. It's like saying I only want to swim in saltwater pools and I go get in the chlorine. There's not piss in that water. I just don't like the water that I'm in.
And you never
You
did.
can't put a title on it.
And you never
Some
did.
people like chlorine. Some people want a saltwater pool. It's the same pool. I mean, it's not the same pool. It's two different pools. It just depends on the person on which one you get in. So it's no title for the dating world. It's just what we got to pick from.
I
is either chlorine or saltwater.
I wanted steak. Okay. I went to a restaurant, I wanted steak, Black. All right. But I went to a place that only sells seafood.
You went to a vegan restaurant looking for a steak.
I went to a vegan restaurant and I looked for a steak, knowing that they don't have steak at a vegan restaurant. So what do? I get a veggie burger. I really didn't want this veggie burger. I wanted a steak, but I settled for this veggie burger because that's all they had.
But let me, Keisha,
Some of y'all
I'm
can
still thinking of
afford
Keisha
steak, though.
question
Oh, go ahead.
of the people and what you call them, because even more than the dynamic of the relationship, we're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on here. I was in this room looking at the people, and it wasn't no people to pick from. That's what I'm saying. Like,
That don't mean settle though.
you ain't like, okay, sure, you don't want to settle, but the pick is trash.
Facts.
Change the venue.
Yeah,
I like that.
change the venue, yeah, cause damn,
I think women and
it was
Go
like
to Walmart.
I was confused. Like,
Don't go to Walmart looking for Target quality.
you looking
exactly,
when
but
you
I think
looking
women
at,
and men, we put times on what we want.
you
so now-
strolling and you looking at all these different people and you thinking the world is away. I'm 1,000% sure they didn't leave their house knowing they were ugly. They didn't know. No, they probably even took a picture, huh? But the picture didn't show that whole fucking shit, you know. And that's the pick. That's what the people are. That's the options. It ain't just what the fuck the show.
I hope we
you
answer
putting
Keisha's question.
Like the people.
Keisha, don't think I ain't know you was sitting
trash.
behind me at that venue, but you know, I'll message you later. I'm real smart. But anyway,
People are trash. So I don't know.
I do understand what she's saying, but I think a lot of women do exactly what I was saying. They settle. But then you settle and you don't want to take accountability for what you settled for.
Wait, so she said, but you don't know until that representation is gone. I choose from what I want based off of what I'm looking for. However, you didn't see this person has an anger issue.
yeah,
or
that's
that
what
they're
Baby was talking
insecure.
about earlier.
And she laughed at what
Okay.
she said afterwards.
Okay,
Mhm.
yeah, because I know everybody. But anyway, I agree. But at the same time, take the time. Take the time. What am I saying? I'm saying take time because a representative can only keep that mask on for so long. And if I need to date you for a year, then motherfucker, I'm gonna date you for a year. Especially if I'm starting to get those vibes like something is there and you just not showing it. We just gonna keep kicking it. We'll keep kicking it, and I'm gonna have some boundaries because I know something is there. I feel like something is there.
Just don't know what.
I just don't know what. And maybe I could be wrong. So I'm gonna continue to date you just in case I'm wrong. And you know what I'm saying? I want to pursue and go forward. But I'm also dating you with boundaries. You can date with boundaries, y'all. You don't have to date and just put it all out there. You can date with some boundaries.
Yeah.
And then say, okay, eventually that representative, I promise you, they will suffocate in that mask. They can't keep the mask on for too long. Eventually they will suffocate. But what happens is you give in too quickly. So now just know when you give in, that mask can stay on longer. You see what I'm saying? Because now I got her. So I can keep this mask on a little while longer. Now I'm still gonna suffocate at the end of the day, but it's gonna take me a little longer to suffocate because now I got this thing called grace because now we're in a relationship. So now I can show you a little bit of who I really am. You're gonna
You
accept
gotta put up
it.
with a little bit.
You're gonna accept it. Absolutely, because now we're in a relationship. And everybody knows that when a woman is in a relationship, she ain't just gonna walk away from it so quickly. Because she's what? Vested. Once a woman is vested, she's not walking away from it quick. You're gonna have to do a couple of things before she walk away. It ain't too many cutthroat women out there like that.
It's
So-
funny. Shara said the exact same thing you said right before you said. She was like, "Right, Keisha, but you date enough until the representative is gone, because that always shows up first. Then you'll see that's what you can do. Then you'll see what you can deal with or not."
The representative is impatient. Okay. So always know that the representative is very, very impatient. That person doesn't want to be who they are for that long because they can only do it for so long. Eventually it gets impatient. And once it gets impatient, then it's going to expose, it's going to ooze out.
That's so trash.
It's going to show who it really is. You feel what I'm saying? So once it oozes out, then that's it.
I feel like you're either looking for somebody you're not. If you don't want to be with somebody, just don't.
Qualities.
You can just go do whatever you want to do. You can fuck around, you can be single. But if you're gonna be in a relationship, just like you have options here. Why are we making it complicated?
Yeah.
Don't come with the bullshit if you just want to be over there. You can be over there. It's a whole world of people over there. And it's a whole world of people looking for their person. And why come with that mask like you somebody's person? If you want to go be a fuck nigga, just go be.
Are you?
Go
fuck
play
nigga.
with the people that want to be
Just
like
go
you.
over there, man. Like,
But
I
are
feel
you
like
really
in-
looking-
Oldies and everything over there.
And,
It's gonna
and
be
we're
over
not
there.
talking like
Be honest
we
with
not
yourself.
kids. We not,
Yeah.
you know, we beyond all of that. We are adults. We are adulting out here, raising kids and things, having careers.
Having desires.
What
Goals.
time do you have to waste somebody else's time? You only really got a few hours to play with of your own. And you're gonna spend some of that wasting somebody else's time?
Let me keep
That's
it.
strange to me.
Let me keep it just straight up a buck with you. Ladies, the money comes and goes. Men, the pussy comes and goes. Because the reality of it is as a whole, not all of us, but as a whole, men are looking for what's between a woman's leg and a woman is looking for what's in a man's pocket. That's just a fact. It's unfortunate, but it's a fact. All right? But they're not thinking long term. They're thinking short term. This is why I say it comes and it goes. A man will stick his dick in anything just to say, I got that in the bag. A woman would date a man looking like goddamn Michael Blackston just because he has money. Moral of the story is we're doing the same shit. We're just doing it in two different directions. It's a fucked up world out here. It's the truth. It's a hard fact. Am I saying this is all men? No. Am I saying this is all women? No. But I am saying this is a vast majority. And it makes the minority look bad. So that's why men, a lot of women are on edge when she dates you because she's had bad experiences of niggas just using her for what's in between her legs. Ladies, that's why men are on edge when he dates you, is because he's had a vast majority of the women in his life that only really wanted him for what he has and what he brings to the table. Nobody's looking for the authenticity of an individual. Nobody cares about the authenticity of an individual anymore. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's the truth. You don't care that this person is a good, solid individual citizen that's just trying to live life right, put 2 feet on the ground every day, taking care of his kids or taking care of her kids, and just trying to have a decent, nice life. Nobody cares about that shit.
See, in that part, because you can be doing that. You can be doing the two different things, right?
Mhm.
That can work, but then you create a kid. You create a family to where now y'all gotta stay together. So that short term is now long term,
It's lifetime.
life term,
Yeah, it's lifetime.
right?
Man.
And but you didn't build that off things that can stay together.
You built it off
didn't-
lust.
You didn't build it off anything that can be built on. Now you both was in two separate directions from the start, and now you got a baby in the middle.
It's a fucked up foundation for the baby. Yes, absolutely.
So now you gotta coexist with somebody you only was gonna be around, hang out with for that year.
And what kills me about it with both sides is that a man can go spread his seed everywhere. All right. And it's fucked up. A woman, if she have a kid by 2 different men, she's considered used goods in the world. It's the truth. It's fucked up. It's really fucked up because she might have just made, some bad choices. You know what I'm saying? But the reality of it is that that's what society is going to look at her as. She got 3 kids. She got 3 different baby daddies. She used goods. She was a hoe out here in these streets. Man have 10 kids by 10 different women and don't even know half their motherfucking names. It's the vast fucked up part about this dating world. So,
and then those people are in the same pool.
That's why I told you it ain't no pool. It's a choice. Let me tell you something, ladies. If you go out there and you date a man, he got 4 kids, he got 4 different baby mamas, and you say he ain't gonna do me like that, you're a fool. You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot because he is. I'm gonna tell you straight up.
You're the next one.
You're the next one. If he got 4 kids, 4 different baby mamas, he gonna do you next. Do not, I repeat, do not think that you can change a man. Stop thinking that shit. Stop it. Just stop. Stop. When you start thinking about how he ain't gonna do you like that, but he's showing you 4, 5 different times that he's done something, you almost made me call you something else. He gonna do it to you. He gonna do it to you. And you're gonna blame him for everything. And I'm gonna say, no. He showed you who he was. You chose it. No, you gonna eat this humble pie.
That's the same thing he did to his last baby mama.
You gonna eat this humble pie. You gonna eat that shit. You gonna eat all that shit. Because you need to. Because then nobody tell you to have in your mind that he ain't gonna do that to me. Okay. Keep on living. He gonna do it to you. Look like we had a question or a comment. But
yeah, Shar said, you don't date for money because that fades like beauty. You can get money together if you'll work together. Sex can change because you don't know someone's extent of sex, how they like it, or how often they want it. I'm living and trying to make it. I need someone I can build with and see in all seasons before I date. Teaching me something I can use in life, and I may do the same. This is a good combo.
You have to.
Yeah.
Men, give y'all some game, ladies. Men are not okay with being single.
Wow.
Do not let them have you thinking that they are okay with being single.
I think they should
I'm not
be
done.
single.
Hold on. But one thing I've learned about women are really not okay with being single.
Really?
No, they're
so
not.
People not comfortable being alone.
People are not comfortable being alone. Moral of the story. But I think they need to. I really do think people need to be a little bit more comfortable with being by themselves. I don't think enough people know themselves.
Yeah.
I don't think they start to get to know themselves until they've gotten hurt 4, 5, 6 times.
Yeah.
I don't think enough people are in tune with oneself to even know what you want financially, sexually, spiritually, mentally. You don't even know what you want.
Yeah.
I promise you don't know because you ain't spent enough alone time with yourself. I ain't saying you got to be marrying a shoe, but I am saying that you need to take some time out for you. Know what you like. Date yourself. Love yourself. I ain't talking about the toys. But love on yourself to know what self wants. Because before I can ever have a man or a woman love myself, whatever that looks like, I gotta know and teach them how to love me. How am I gonna teach them how to love me if I don't know how to love me? You see what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people are looking for individuals to love them, but they're gonna love you according to the way they know how to love, and you can't change that. And I think people miss that. If I love you, I'm going to love you according to the way I know how to love. If you love me, you're going to love me according to the way that you know how to love. And I can't change that. That's the fact. I have to accept this is the way Black loves. I have to either take it or leave it. My job is not to try to force you to love me the way I want you to love me. My job is to accept the way you love me. People gonna miss that. But it's gonna go over y'all head. You'll learn it later. I promise you, we have to be okay with the way people love us. And if you're not okay with that way that person loves you, then don't be with them. Then don't be with them, because you can't change the way they love.
Yeah.
It's impossible. That was the way they was taught. That's in them, grounded and rooted. They don't know another way.
Yeah.
And it's not your job to teach them another way. You got to ask is they love enough? Is story love enough for you? Is your love enough for story? You understand what I'm saying? That's the end goal. That's the end goal. Is it enough? Because if it's not enough, then I know I need to move on. If it is enough, I know we can coexist.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's simple. It's simple math. 2 + 2 is 4. It's what you said earlier.
Yeah.
It is a fact. It doesn't change. 2 + 2 is 4, and that ain't gonna never change.
What?
I don't get it. Like it's simple to me.
I agree with to a certain extent. Like, I do think it's still necessary that you teach a person how to love you.
How?
It's simple. Like, y'all did a podcast not too long ago.
Oh,
talking
teach
about-
them how to love you. Yes,
Yeah.
but I'm saying like I can't change the way they love me. That's what I'm saying.
No, you can't change how a person love you.
There you
That
go.
person
Okay, I got
can add on to how
Mhm.
they love you. It doesn't mean they got to take away. For instance, if baby loves to give gifts and she loves to gift me,
Mhm.
and I just want you to look at me, kiss me, and tell me I'm pretty, because whereas affirmation is my love language,
Gotcha.
she's gonna say, "Hey, baby, I bought you these shoes. You're pretty." You know what I'm saying? She's gonna do both.
Do both.
I just don't feel like people got to change a person and be like, "No more gifts," because what you're doing is
You
it's
love
wrong.
me your way, not my
Yeah.
way. I
And
had
that's all I'm
somebody
saying.
did that before to me before.
And that's all I'm saying. I
Told me
don't.
not to buy gifts because that's not the way that they receive love. And I said, bitch, I don't give a
It's
fuck.
the more the merrier in my mind, because I'm thinking like you. It's like, goddamn, she gave me words of
Yeah.
affirmation and she gave me gifts.
You know what
I'm
saying?
winning.
I'm
You
never
understand
gonna
me?
be like, "No,
I'm winning.
no, keep that." Like,
I'm
not
fucking
gonna do
winning.
that.
I'm fucking
Ever.
winning all the
And maybe
way.
that's the only children in the but
Like that's crazy. Like, but that's how people are. People don't even know that they're doing some of the things that we're talking about today, and they are doing them in their everyday life, all the way down from the way they love their children. Like even all the way down. My son, my oldest son, I've never had this happen to me before, so I didn't even know how to accept it. My oldest son, he gives me a kiss every morning. Every morning. Never miss a beat. He's 9 years old. Love you, daddy. That's the way, that's his love language.
Mhm,
That's his love language. He learned his love language early.
mhm.
And that's okay. So for a man out here to be like, man, shit, man, my son can't kiss me out, blah, blah, blah. It just shows the immaturity of who you are.
Mhm.
I'm going to allow my kids to love on their daddy
Mhm.
the way they want to love on their daddy. And I'm going to love them the way I want to love them.
Mhm.
And we're not going to change it.
Yeah.
We're just going to bring it together. It's the same way with a woman. I'm going to love the way I know how to love. And it's up to you whether you want to accept my love or not. It's really, really that simple. But I don't think people allow that. You want to go in and you want to build a woman and build a dude. It's like you want to put your stamp on them. It's like, you know how you get a job promotion, right? And you go in and the shit is running perfectly, right?
Mhm.
But you want to go in and go tweak some shit because your stupid ass ain't got no say-so in this and it was already running good. You dumb motherfucker. You should have left it the way it was. And then that same tweak that you did, now you done fucked up the whole ship. It's the same way in a relationship. This person is straight. They good for you. Perfect. You want to go in and throw your little 2 bits in, and now you done fucked the whole relationship up.
now you got a problem.
And then you wondering why it's a problem. Because you went in and fucked the whole shit up. The shit was right. It was good.
Now why you had to go and say
Yeah,
that shit?
go fuck this shit up.
No, you go over there and goddamn is 2 buttons and a tie right here. You want to go
Yeah,
add a 3rd button.
What the fuck you had to leave it for?
The fuck? It was the vest was fine. But you gotta put something on it so you can say,
That's my little style.
I did it. That's what you want to do. That's what we all do relationally. We go in and we try to put something on it so we can say, we want to put our chest out and say, I did it. I did that. I did that. That's where you fuck up. Leave it the way it is. It's straight.
Nah.
You good?
Places, these people, we just listen to the people.
It's interesting. And it's very interesting. We didn't even get to the cars today. It was titles was good.
Yeah,
Titles was good. Throw the titles away. Fuck them titles.
probably should. And just have conversations about what you want. Put your table out and build your own relationship. Who you are.
Stop
you-
settling.
Can you get to an ultimate goal with no titles?
What's if we agree on the goal?
Hell yeah.
No, I'm just saying because
Hell
previously
yeah.
in one of y'all podcasts, y'all talked about how important it is to be engaged. Being engaged is a title. Before marriage, y'all was like, you need to be engaged by a year. That way y'all can figure out how
I
you.
still believe that.
But then how you go from no title to titles? If there's no titles, then there should be
That's
no
why
titles,
I
right?
feel like
That's-
titles are necessary. They're just not the overall importance.
Right.
The overall importance is the descriptions and the parameters within that title that you as a unit come up with.
So what
are
I'm-
I was
necessary.
just, but
The
to clarify,
description
I
are
just,
interchangeable.
okay, because I just want to clarify because a lot of times when people are talking about the dating pool, that's the biggest thing right now. It's like we dating or we talking or whatever, but there's no title.
Say, man, let me ask you something.
So it's like, no.
I got
Hold
some
on,
funny.
wait.
No, go ahead. I'm
Yeah,
just saying
so
I got
like
some funny
a
shit.
lot of times, back in y'all's day, it was more title based. Now in my age's day, we just like, oh, I'm just kicking it, So it's like, what do y'all tell those people who are in that situation? How do they transition if that's where they're
I got a
going?
perfect example for you. If you was my girl, me and you go out, and I take you around my people,
Mhm.
and I say, what up, everybody? What's going on? Hey, this black. It's gonna be a fight all the way to the crib.
Why?
Wanna know why? Because I didn't say, hey y'all, this is my girlfriend black.
Why do you have to introduce them that way?
That's the point. That's the exact point that I'm trying to say. Your generation is okay with not being introduced like that. Our
Yeah, that's what I'm
generation-
saying. That's how
our
we see it. 'Cause
generation
me
is
and you.
not.
Yeah.
Our generation is not. You're going to have to put, hey, this black my girl.
If that's what she is.
But that's what we've already established.
You know what?
I'm trying to. We've
Titles
already
was more
established.
important back in the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
Absolutely,
why?
it
'Cause
was.
in my mindset, but again, I'm in the
But
younger.
nowadays you got sneaky links.
Yeah, and I can't. If my sneaky link go to Thanksgiving with me, I can't be like, hey man, this is my sneaky
got
link. Like,
situations-
no.
But what are
It's
you
no
gonna say?
problem.
This
You
my
got-
friend.
wait,
Man,
check in.
we don't put descriptions.
That's the
and titles
problem.
on
Why is
things.
your sneaky link going around y'all?
Should
family?
never be
If
going
you,
to
if that's your
Thanksgiving, but
friend and
anyway.
y'all sneaky link on
Nah.
That's stupid, but okay.
Nah. If we're friends and then you now became my sneaky link, you're now just sneaky link. You got demoted.
Wait, but
You got
hold on, wait.
demoted.
What's the difference of if it's somebody with it's a sneaky link and somebody with no title and you're around my family?
I don't hang out.
It's the same
I wouldn't
thing.
hang out.
I wouldn't
a
hang
sneaky
out with
link.
my sneaky woman.
I
Maybe
wouldn't.
they
Thank
different
you.
descriptions.
We're not going to get eat. We ain't getting something to eat together.
We ain't getting something to eat.
We
Bitch, I ain't
ain't-
bringing
I
you nothing to
bring
eat.
you a plate. I may bring you a plate. I'm generous.
Okay.
Oh,
I
They ain't
survive.
had nowhere else to go.
You know
brought
what I'm
them-
saying? I
okay.
bring you something to eat. Maybe you just got off work.
But okay, I got a trick for you. If you bring your sneaky link to Thanksgiving, here's the reality. You just changed the title and didn't even know it.
Mm-mm.
Yes, you did.
How?
Yes,
It's
you
your
did.
friend.
Come on, y'all. Y'all talk to me.
That's
Talk to
not the
me on real.
description. But you
Talk
also
to me on
wait,
real.
wait, wait, wait.
Tell me I ain't lying. Tell me I'm not
How?
lying.
What did the
Because
description
that's
change?
because the description of sneaky
What did I just say? I just
No.
said you changed the description of it.
No, if we,
Yes,
I'm going to Thanksgiving at my mama's house. You pulling up with me? That don't mean that we anything closer than you going to get
DJ.
a plate at my mama's
DJ.
house.
You did
Listen
with
to me.
your
Bring
friend
them a
because
plate
you
back.
brought
DJ.
their person, and they're not going to assume that that's just your friend.
DJ, what's the most important thing? What is one of the most important things to you in your life?
My mama and my
It's-
siblings.
It's family, right?
Yeah, I'm not
No,
speaking
hold on,
on
stop,
me.
stop, stop, stop,
Oh.
stop. Walk with me.
Okay, I'll walk with you. I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
If you
Let's go.
decide to bring your sneaky link
Mhm.
to your grandmama house,
Okay.
in his mind, even though he knows he's a sneaky link,
Mm-hmm.
in his mind, the game just changed.
He
I
may
met
not think
the
that's a
family.
good thing neither.
Why?
And he might immediately either think that's a good thing, and like Story said, it might be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because he might just want to be a sneaky link.
Yeah.
And in his mind, he feel like you're changing the game just by inviting him. Thanksgiving is a big holiday.
Okay.
Thanksgiving is
That's
a big
family
holiday. That's a family holiday.
So we're going
I ain't
we
bringing-
family. We family.
You ain't special to me if you coming up. You special to me if you come into my crib on
Which is
Thanksgiving.
fair. I'm just playing devil's advocate of the same thing of saying, okay, this is my sneaky link, but we ain't got no title. We have an understanding. Right?
Y'all do, but
No,
that family don't.
No. Listen, I'm playing devil's advocate on what y'all were saying earlier. If we say no titles and no titles means no titles, whether you my sneaky link or you my homeboy or you my boyfriend, if we have no titles, my family does not know. If you come to my house, this my friend. We can have an understanding of we just fucking. We can have an understanding that we
But to the
abide by
family-
the rules of my boyfriend, my
Yeah,
girlfriend,
but to
but
the
we have no
family-
titles.
Do you bring people
No,
around
no.
your family often?
No, y'all
Then they're
listen.
gonna look at it differently.
You caught what I'm saying, right?
I understand what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, if we are abiding by no titles, that's fine. Either way, my family not gonna know who you are.
But that's the part that
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
agree.
saying.
I get what you're saying, and it's valid. What you're
Mhm.
saying is valid. They don't have to know. But we know our nosy ass people.
Absolutely.
If you bring a dude
And they
to
gonna back
your
off.
family,
They're going to assume that that's your
not
guy.
your guy.
Yes,
Right. Rather
absolutely.
you-
And
But
they're going to
then-
ask about that person going forward.
Right. And the kid said the same thing. She said, because why would you take a sneaky link to a family event?
You better
But
not.
all of y'all are missing what I'm saying. If we are going by no titles, everybody in here and on there just got riled up at the fact that I put a title on the person is a sneaky link.
You put a title on it.
Right. I
But-
did that on
but-
purpose to show y'all that if I never said sneaky link, it would have never gotten to that point, right? Y'all would have just been like, oh, you just taking who you taking to the
Okay.
event. I'm
All right.
saying
Wait.
that's what I'm saying.
DJ,
If you have no
If-
guidelines on what it is,
whether you
then-
introduce them as a friend or not,
You put family in.
your mama gonna
The minute
say,
you put family in
is
it,
that
if you
your-
changed it.
but if
Is
he's
that
my
your new
significant
boyfriend?
other, but to us we don't call each other boyfriend or girlfriend, but you go around my family, what's the difference?
cause they don't look like your significant other.
It's
But-
no matter.
so
It's-
see,
And if I take you and you my sneaky link, but I don't define you as my sneaky link to them, what they look like, my significant other. Either way, you can undefine something and somebody else is gonna define it, no matter what.
Yes, but I think it changes the game when you put family in it. To me, the example was a great example, but to Dion,
You're right, Shara. They're gonna think they made the cut if they meet the family, and that might not even be the case.
that's
we gotta
but
understand.
that's what I've been saying
we
from the
got
jump.
yeah.
What I've been saying from the jump is that you change the game to them in they mind. They think it might be something. I said
Right.
that from the jump.
But again, if we have an understanding,
But
hey,
you don't
we
have
not,
an understanding once you meet family. The
But
understanding is
why?
out the
We
window.
had the
Wait,
understanding
why?
within that parameter.
That's not
But
room
that's-
for a new conversation.
But that's what's confusing. If I'm gonna steal your wife for a second. If me and Story are dating and we have understanding, I don't really do the girlfriend thing. We just gonna keep this on the low. But I want you to go to Thanksgiving with me. You're like, oh yeah.
Red flag.
Yeah.
Red flag.
Absolutely.
You should red flag.
We've been together.
No.
We've been together for 2 years. Why would
you
you go to
remember
Thanksgiving
when
with
people
me?
be like, you remember when Bow
That
Wow?
auntie.
Y'all remember when Bow Wow said, "Why we gotta be in a relationship? I just want somebody I can love on, go to eat with, go to sleep, wake up to, make sure she's straight, she makes sure I'm straight. How your day going, and us spend time together and just kicking it. Why we just can't do that? Why we gotta be girlfriend boyfriend? Because you're being a girlfriend and a boyfriend still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You just doing it without claiming
That's
it.
an issue that people are having now
Mhm.
because you're giving the best of you
To
up
some-
front
Mhm.
without knowing what you all are, what you all are going to be. Where eventually people do look to see if that changed. Like everybody want a promotion. It doesn't matter if you go into the job at point A. If point B and C arrives and you like that opportunity for you, you're going to go for it. So I don't know why we enter things where we're not understanding that progression happens. It's a natural thing. We don't stay the same. So why should a relationship stay the same?
Right.
Why should the people that you enter this agreement with stay the same? That's why shit got expiration dates, right? Okay, cool.
It's about the boundaries for me with the sneaky link. It's a great example.
But yeah,
But it's just, but
it's
it's the boundary. It's like if I know that that's all it is,
Mhm.
then I have to stop it somewhere. Like
Right.
I'm not going to allow this person, if that's all they are, to
to be
have
around my
access
family or anything.
to
Right.
have access to me in that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's the understanding.
what's
You understand what that
understood,
is.
what's understood don't got to be explained. So it's like on some, what you doing for Thanksgiving? I'm going to kick it with such and such. All right, I'm finna pull up over here. I'll give it you later
Yeah.
type shit. It ain't
But
gonna be
if
no,
you-
hey, pull up.
Right. And see, I was just using that as an example again because that's a sneaky link relationship is a relationship that has an understanding. We only dug the term sneaky link
I don't know.
Before
what the fuck
it was
I'm too
being
old
a
for
deal.
that.
Where it came from.
I don't know
before
what it is.
before you had
I'm
this,
too
A
old for
sneaky
that.
link replaced booty call.
I'm
Yeah.
too old for that shit.
It's the
But-
same shit.
it's still the same thing of not having
Yeah, it
a
was a
title.
fuck
Now let's
friend
say
and
our
appointment,
relationship is
booty
more
call.
advanced.
All
We
that.
still
Same
chose not to have a
synonyms.
title. Your family's still gonna assume what they assume.
Yeah.
Either
Family
way.
gonna assume that y'all together if you bring them to Thanksgiving. I don't give a fuck who you bring.
But it might not be
Straight up.
Thanksgiving. It could be anything.
But
If
you
your
said
family beat
Thanksgiving,
them,
so we're gonna stay with Thanksgiving.
okay, let me
So,
for all
thanks.
intents and purposes, screw a holiday. You brought them over on a Saturday, your mama made breakfast. I don't know.
You
But I'm
brought
saying,
a person
if
to
you
see
bring a
your
person,
mama.
right,
That's it.
it automatically
Y'all
is
date.
assumed that,
That's
but
it.
y'all not, because y'all understand this.
She damn
that's
sure
y'all
gonna
like.
ask about him
That's
next
a
time
red
she see him.
flag then. Don't bring a
Yeah.
person
That's
to
a
meet
toxic
your
trait.
mama if you're not for real about
That's
it.
a toxic trait.
Okay, so here's the thing. Thank you, Story, for saying it. If you're not supposed to bring that person, if y'all have no absolute title, we have an understanding. You're not supposed to bring your mom, bring them to your house, right?
Don't bring them to you.
Then how do you advance that relationship?
You don't
But
advance a sneaky
you
link,
communicate.
though.
No, y'all missing
You
it.
communicate
Listen,
with the person.
stop.
Not
I'm
try
not
to-
talking about a sneaky link. I'm talking about a person with an undefined relationship.
Then you communicate.
Let
with
me
the
say
person.
something.
I
At the
think we
point,
should move forward. I wanna go further with you. I wanna be
Yeah,
more exclusive with
Mhm.
you.
right.
Why we not communicating with the people?
yeah.
No, I'm just
Communicate.
asking because playing devil's advocate up for what y'all said.
Okay, so with your exercise, we're gonna go through all the steps. If you're a sneaky link, and my boundaries of what
y'all keep talking about sneaky link.
I'm gonna progress this for
Okay.
you.
You my sneaky link.
I'm a sneaky link.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you something. That's all we will be. At the point in my boundaries and my parameters of a sneaky link, at the point I'm willing to I'm okay with just having sex with you only, because this is what a
Mhm.
sneaky link is for. I'm okay with not knowing how your day went, because me, emotional me, I'm gonna give a fuck about that. I'm a carer. At
Oh,
the
no.
point I have dubbed you to not give a fuck about anything outside of
this
this,
is
except for
juicy.
when we link and have intimacy.
Mhm.
You can't advance because you done seen me as a fuck nigga. And the person I want to advance with can never see me as a fuck nigga.
Okay.
I can never buy your trust with that.
Okay.
know.
Now progress me through the actual what I was
Okay.
talking about.
So at
We
the point
together, but we're
that
not together.
if I'm interested in you,
Uh-huh.
we're dating. Together and not together ain't shit but dating. I
Okay.
promise that's all that is. It's
Okay.
just dating.
Got you.
I didn't say we were dating exclusively. I
Just
just have an
dating.
interest. You
Okay.
a prospect. A sneaky link is never a prospect. You're a prospect.
Right.
Aspirant. If
We talking about actual prospects, not sneaky
Yes.
link. I was just using it as a term. Let's
You're
go.
not meeting my mama
You
as a
should have been
prospect.
grown from a sneaky link. So.
I don't.
You can't.
I don't.
No.
I bet I never be nobody sneaking with my
No.
wife. Fuck that.
At our big ages is enough. But yeah, you can be a prospect in advance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm always the public
just trying
link.
to
I
help
ain't
the
sneaking
people.
shit.
I don't watch everything happen. I done seen sneaky
I'm always the
link progress.
public link.
I done
Everything.
seen we ain't got
I'm
no
the
titles
link you want to
progress.
show
I
off.
done seen both of those things fail. Like,
You're
I'm
not
trying to figure out how
Even
you go
if
there.
we're girlfriends, you're not meeting my mom. You're not
Goddamn
meeting my
you.
mom until I'm okay with the idea of marrying you.
Got you.
And that's okay with the idea. Not even saying that that's
Did you hear
going
what I
to
said?
happen. What?
I ain't never gonna be the sneaky link. I'm the sneaky link I'm the link that you want to show off.
Mm-mm.
Fuck that.
Oh,
You gonna
yeah.
show this link. You gonna show the world about this link.
You think so?
Yeah, no, I ain't been nobody
That
sneaky.
boy's a toot-toot.
Nah.
He don't deserve that.
Yeah, no.
Y'all got any closing thoughts?
Man, shit,
We gon-
fuck that.
We gonna fade out on
I'm
that
gonna
one.
say this in real
I'm
life,
glad
in
to
real
be
time.
back. We took a long break. We ain't gonna do that no more. Glad we're back. It was nice hanging out with you guys.
I think the long break was needed. It gave us an opportunity to step back, look at what we done in the past, and update everything. I hope y'all like our updates, our intros, our flyers, our everything. Hey, go subscribe to the Black and the Beast page on YouTube. Go follow my sister, Black Bailey, on Instagram. Follow me, The Incredible Beast, on Instagram. Follow the actual IG of Black and the Beast, and it's called Black and the Beast.
Yeah.
Help
us grow this thing.
Yeah, help us grow this thing, man. We always gonna bring you real, raw, and uncut content, but for mature audiences only. Don't be immature coming in our comments. We're gonna block you. and
Well,
keep
even
pushing.
if you is, we can talk about it. You know.
We ain't gonna talk about it. I'm gonna block them and keep on going. But we're gonna have fun with this thing, man. I enjoy having good conversations with good, smart adults. But I can agree with you to welcome some of the immaturity. We'll shut it down so it ain't gonna be no big
Because
deal.
it's within society that we still gotta live in, so why not? We trying to weed out everything, you know, and that's we'll get to it at the next conversation.
Yeah. So until then, man, I'm the Beast.
And I'm Black.
We out. Peace.